If you've ever wanted to learn to crochet, chances are you've seen the Woobles. They're adorable, they're everywhere, and they're also about $30 for one tiny plushie. So after making multiple Woobles kits, are they actually worth the price, or are you just paying for good marketing? Hey everyone, I'm Rachel, and welcome back to Toadstool and Folklore. Over the past few weeks, I've worked through several Woobles kits, and today I wanted to answer 3 questions. Are they beginner friendly? Are they worth the money? And would I actually recommend them? So first off, what are the Woobles? They are designed for complete beginners. They come with everything you need to learn to crochet, including a crochet hook, yarn, stuffing, safety eyes, stitch markers, and a yarn needle. On paper, that sounds exactly like what someone brand new to crochet needs, right? So let's go back in time a little bit and go back to when I opened these kits. We're gonna try some Woobles that my toddler picked out. You wanna show them your Woobles? Well, first we have, what's this? What's this one?
A creeper.
Yeah, we're gonna make a creeper.
Bluey.
Yeah, we're gonna make Bluey.
That's a snail.
No, it's not a snail. What is it?
It's a bunny.
No.
It's a rabbit.
No.
Dinosaur.
Yay.
You do nails?
Yeah, I did my nails. You like them? You want me to make you a creeper first? Okay, so let's go ahead and open this creeper one. I want to show you the bag because it's just, as someone who loves Minecraft, this is just super cute. Come on, camera. It says, not crafty, not coordinated nonsense. This kit is for anyone picking up a crochet hook for the first time. The magic is in giving you more than the materials. It's the wee woobly things we do to make sure you're good to go. Like a pre-started piece and step-by-step videos to make your very own creeper. By the end of it, you won't just have a cute little friend, you'll also have a new lifelong skill and the confidence that comes with it. I love how the bag just looks like a Minecraft menu. So I'm not gonna lie, Minecraft is one of my favorite games. It's something that I could always come back to. And so the reason she likes creepers is because at nighttime she has trouble falling asleep. So I'll come in, lay in her bed with her, and I'll play Minecraft on my Switch. And she likes watching the creepers blow me up because she thinks it's hilarious. So I let her watch the Minecraft movie at one point, and she loved the creeper. She was laughing the entire time. So I think I'm going to make her this creeper because when we found it at Barnes & Noble, she wanted it immediately. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Try decision to snack. To sniff. It's not snack fay. I know it's snack shaped and snack sounds, but it's not snack fay. You want to sniff again? You sniff? Okay, so here on the package, it says it comes with everything included. So we have yarn, step-by-step videos, pre-started piece, 4mm crochet hook, stuffing, yarn needles, plastic eye, and online instructions. And if you know anything about crochet kits, you know that in the past, this is my first Woobles experience. So crochet kits in the past have always not had enough materials. And I've heard the Woobles give more than enough materials. So I'm hoping that is the case because this one, I don't know if you see this price right here, this was $40.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
So I really hope, really hope that this came with enough materials because now I'm broke. But you know, anything for my toddler. I'd do anything for that girly. So here, if you want to see inside, it's looking promising. So first thing we have is the black yarn with the creepers on it, which is super cute. I actually love this so much. I want to do the Lord of the Rings one at some point. If they still have it. Oh my goodness. The crochet hook is Minecraft themed. That is so cool. So far, I am very much impressed. I love this. I actually love this so much. And then, how to wooble, wee woobly bit. Wait, this might have the eyes in it, I think. Let's open this up. This came with a metal yarn needle, which is, thank God, because the Peter Rabbit one came with a plastic needle that didn't even hold up throughout the entire project. So I'm in love with this. Some black yarn. I'm assuming this is for sewing or something. Oh, let's see what we got in here. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so here's his mouth. It's like a safety eye type thing. And then the safety eyes are little squares. Obviously, I can't show you this because, you know, but this is where the directions for the creeper are. So far, I'm super impressed. Also, I love how this is in a paper bag. Here is our creeper yarn. Oh, this is adorable. I just love how they have creepers on everything. This is, oh, and then in here, in our skein of yarn, we've got the stitch markers. Hello, Coco. You're here to inspect. All right, and then we have a bag of stuffing. This is not a lot of stuffing, so I'm hoping and praying that this is enough. I love the little sticker on it though. It says it's what's inside that counts. So let's go ahead and get started on our Minecraft Creeper Woobles crochet kit. Now for this particular crochet kit, I did in fact forget to film the entire process. However, this is what I had left over after finishing the kit, and here in a moment you will see the finished creeper. So here's the finished creeper. It is a little bit wonky shaped, but you know what? I probably overstuffed it and I don't mind that much. My toddler does not care either. I think it turned out pretty. Okay, so now I'm really excited to see what's in the bluey bag because if this has a bluey crochet hook, it will make my day forever and ever and ever. Faye is probably gonna think it's a snack again. All right, let's see. Faye, do you want to sniff? What is it? Coco want to sniff too? Faye, you want to sniff now that Coco sniffed? Okay, everybody has sniffed. Here is inside the bag. I gotta see the hook. It is. It's got bluey all over it. Look at this. It's got bluey all over. This makes my day. I love bluey. And then this yarn, the darker blue, has both bluey and bingo on it. Bingo, bluey. I got a light blue yarn, bluey, bingo. They're dancing. I think... Wait, they're flossing in these ones. This is them flossing. What? The instructions. Stuffing. Again, a little concerning. And then the darkest blue and stitch markers. So for this one, I was able to actually record a little bit of myself crocheting, but then once again, I got distracted and was unable to finish recording the entire thing as usual. But here's what I had left from the kit. As you can see, it is a giant mess, and that is because my toddler decided she wanted to take everything out of the bag and inspect it for herself. She also wanted to try to crochet. And here we have the finished bluey. I had to rob my toddler of it, and she was not very happy, but it is very squishy, it is very soft, and I love it, even though my eyes came out a little bit wonky. I was able to record a little bit of myself making the dinosaur here, and as you can see, I did not follow the directions and did not leave a long enough tail, and that is something that is pretty common for me to do. I have a problem, and I will never learn, probably. The method that they have you sewing the body parts on with is a little bit different than what I would normally do. I normally like whip stitch, but they have you go through like the back of a stitch and then through the front of a stitch. I'm not 100% sure how to explain it. I don't know what that technique is called, but I feel like it is more secure than what I normally do, which is just whip stitching. I think here you can see me just whip stitching because I'm lazy. Now, making Fred's little arms was one of the more fun parts because every time I looked at his arms, all I could think of was that scene in Meet the Robinsons where the T-Rex is like, I have a big head and little arms. Honestly, the little arms are probably my most favorite part about Fred. They are so freaking cute. I love him so much. Here is Fred completely finished. I know this isn't a great angle, but there will be a better one towards the end. I promise you that when I have all three of these Woobles sitting together. Fred is now my son, and I love him so much. He has officially been adopted. And here's what I have left over from making Fred. Hey, bro. Go that way. Take your cat butt that way. These are not snacks. So the only issue I have currently with these is that my cat and my dog are convinced these are treat bags. They sound very much like treat bags. They look very much like treat bags. So I wanted to talk about the easy peasy yarn that comes in these kits. I did have a lot left over after finishing these kits. I believe someone told me that they provide enough yarn for you to make 2 of each of the plushies in the kit. Honestly, like, good on them because most of the crochet kits that I've tried do not come with nearly enough yarn. So the yarn that comes in these kits is called the Easy Peasy yarn. This is the Easy Peasy yarn that comes in the crochet kits. As you can see, it's like a jersey knit cotton yarn. And the inside, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a little bit of filling on the inside. So it's not like a completely empty tube of knit yarn that like you normally see with knit yarn. It's also really soft and very squishy. I do think that this yarn is very good quality yarn. The things about it that are good for beginners are that it doesn't split. It's really easy to see your stitches. Honestly, it's just good quality compared to the really cheap acrylic yarns that you would normally get in crochet kits. So for the creeper one, I did actually use the video tutorials because I wanted to see if they were any good. And the camera angles are really good. They are very zoomed in on the stitches. They're very clear and easy to follow. The pace is also really good for beginners. I personally found it a little frustrating because I wanted it to be faster. But if you are a brand new beginner, the pace is perfect for you because they go over everything more than once. You can rewind the videos, which is amazing. It's not like those scam sites where you're stuck sitting and looking at a video until it ends and you can't go back or forward. The tutorials were pretty easy to follow. They're very in-depth, very thorough with teaching you how to do the stitches and how to sew on the pieces, which honestly I like. They also taught you how to hold your yarn, which as someone who struggles with keeping tension, that was pretty nice. I tried it. I wasn't a huge fan of how they taught you to hold your yarn. What works for one person might not work for another person. If I had never crocheted before, if I had had these when I was like 14, 12, I don't know, learning to crochet, it would have made an astronomical difference. Is the book that I learned to knit and crochet from. It is the Mary Frances Knitting and Crochet book. As you can see, this is a very old book. When was this published? I think it was around World War II or something. Copied from the original edition published by John C. Winston Company, Philadelphia, PA, 1918. See, I learned to crochet and knit from a book published in 1918. These are very much old pictures. These were originally black and white. And in the back, they have, I don't even know if this book is still in print. In the back, they have like knitting projects for the Red Cross that you could send to like soldiers. So this is obviously a very old book. These are all black and white pictures. Not nearly on the same level as like the Woobles would be. But the Woobles, I will say, a much more modern and clearer version. If I had had video tutorials, I would have been in love. But nope, I only had this book that I found in my mom's basement, and occasionally we'd have our mom look up YouTube tutorials for us. But other than that, it was just this book. And if I had never crocheted before, honestly, if I hadn't had that book as a kid, and if I had the Woobles instead, I would have learned to crochet so much faster. It is so much easier to learn when you can actually see what's happening instead of reading what you're supposed to be doing. So for me personally, I feel like the Woobles is a good starting point for beginners. So for the Bluey kit, I did use the written instructions instead of the videos because I wasn't liking how long it was taking me to make them based the videos. Again, they're very slowly paced, so it's perfect for beginners, but I wanted to be able to do it faster, so I used the written instructions. And the written instructions are something you very much need to be familiar with crochet to use. They are not as clear as the video instructions are per se. They do still, I mean, they're still like readable. They're still very clear instructions. So now we're gonna talk about the price. We're gonna look at this together. Oh my goodness, there's a glow in the dark one. Oh my goodness, there's a rainbow. Oh my goodness, there's a Sweetie Edition crochet. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's not get distracted. This Fred the Dinosaur crochet kit is $30. It is a bit of a higher price point for beginners. It is definitely a much higher price point than you would see the lower quality crochet kits at. Honestly, for the quality of the yarn and the things inside the kit, I personally feel like it would be worth it for a beginner because all of the things that are included with this, including the video tutorials that go over step by step each part of the construction of these plushies, is so incredibly valuable to a beginner. Not only that, but like in most crochet kits that you get, one of those cheap plastic crochet hooks. This one, it's like a nice ergonomic crochet hook and it has Fred's name on it. And these are not as squishy as I would like them to be, but they are very much higher quality than the cheap, thin plastic ones that you would get in a regular crochet kit that can break in like, if you just fold it in half, it just breaks. For the quality of these kits, it is pretty worth the price. Also, Fred's just super adorable, but I would show you the finished piece if my toddler wasn't currently running around with it. So she absolutely loves these things. The price with everything included and enough to make at least 2 of these, like no matter what kit you get, like from what I've seen from all of the kits, I personally feel like it's worth the price. I know a lot of people have said that they don't feel like $30 is reasonable. Feel like if you want quality, you're gonna have to pay for a better kit. So the Bluey and the creeper ones. So Bluey. So oh my goodness, there's the Keepy Uppy balloon. There's a bingo. Oh my goodness, they got veranda. Santa is coming to town. Bob Bilby. Oh my goodness, Chattermax. So the Bluey crochet kit is $40. So the creeper bundle is also $40. So if you take into consideration that these are more novelty items and licensed characters, they're going to be more expensive regardless of like whether it's a crochet kit or not. Licensed items are just going to be more expensive. They came out super cute in my opinion, and I'm actually in love with the crochet hooks. Oh my goodness, there's a pilot outside. Well, I don't want to live with officers. He's probably got a little dog too, doesn't he? It's probably one of my dogs are barking. Oh, it's not a little dog. He's a okay sized dog. He looks like Rambo. Well, that's not Rambo. Man, why do I gotta live in the same neighborhood as an officer? My family's the dirty enlisted. We can't be in the same neighborhood. If you're military, you'll get that. If not, you'll probably think I'm being weird or just being mean. And he's not wearing his hat. That's illegal, but I don't care really, honestly. So with these crochet kits, if you are already an experienced crocheter, these kits are probably way too expensive for you because you don't need everything that is included with these kits because obviously they're meant for beginners. But if you've never touched a crochet hook, you're buying experience more than yarn, and it's basically like buying a class. That's what it felt like. It was being inside of a class, teaching you how to crochet. The things I did love about these kits were the tutorials, the beginner focus, the cute designs, and the confidence building. Like they are very thorough in teaching you how to crochet. One thing that a lot of new crocheters struggle with, which honestly I struggled with for years, was how to do the magic ring, or I don't know, I forget what they call it. They do a very good job, a very thorough job of teaching you how to make a magic ring, which is arguably one of the more difficult parts of crochet to learn. So things I didn't necessarily love about these Woobles kits were the price. Just for me personally, as a disabled vet, I'm only making so much money. I'm on a fixed income. So like buying these is like a treat. Materials may not appeal to some experienced crocheters, but personally, I feel like the yarn was really good quality. The needles, good quality. The safety eyes, good quality. Everything in that kit, everything that comes in that kit, I personally feel like is very high quality items. But for some more experienced crocheters, you know, you might see them and think, oh, these are going to turn out bigger than they do. And they don't turn out very big. And you may be wondering why you're paying so much for something so small that you have to make yourself. Man, I am struggling with my words today. I am having a hard time. Oh no, my disabilities are disabling me. Whatever will I do? Guess I'll just die. No, I won't do that. Just kidding. I think the novelty around these crochet kits it's pretty cute. It's a fun little concept. I actually really love these kits. And I know not everybody agrees with that. The only complaint I would have is the price on these things, because they are in fact expensive. However, if that's the price you need to be able to get a crochet kit that is actually quality and you can reuse the parts, like the pieces that come in it, if that's the price you need to pay to be able to get a crochet kit that has reusable supplies, honestly, I feel like it's worth it. So for the value, I'd probably give it 4 out of 5 stars. So would I recommend them for beginners? Absolutely. Who should not buy a Wooble? Honestly, that is a personal preference type thing. So for example, if you've been crocheting for years and already know the basics, you're probably paying for tutorials you won't use. If your goal is to make lots of plushies as cheaply as possible, buying yarn and patterns separately will usually stretch your budget further. These Woobles kits, they're not like craft market friendly, because the price that you would have to sell them at, it would be astronomical. No one would buy them. But if you've tried to learn from YouTube before and got frustrated, the structured kit and step-by-step guidance might make the price feel worthwhile. I feel like for brand new crocheters, the video tutorials and everything included is very beneficial for brand new crocheters. Now, not necessarily for experienced crocheters, because, you know, if you're experienced, you want to be able to stretch your money as far as possible. And buying yarn and patterns separately is going to stretch your budget a lot further than it would if you bought a Woobles kit and you're trying to sell a bunch of these at like a market or something. That's just not going to happen, in my opinion. So those are my thoughts after making multiple Woobles kits. But I'd love to know what you think. Have you tried one? Would you pay $30 for a beginner crochet kit? Or is that price a little too steep? In this economy, we all know the answer to that. Let me know down below, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe, because I've got plenty more crochet reviews and commentary coming soon. Yeah, that's all I got. This is probably gonna be a short video. I apologize in advance if you prefer longer videos. It is what it is. But let me know what you think down in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and bye.